Cool.
How are we all?
Right.
Anyone pick a winner?
I
Came last.
Came last, did it? You picked the cow, huh?
I put $1 on for a place bet, and it came last.
Wonky.
I missed that. I missed today. It's one of my favorite days. I mean, the race is pretty brutal, but it's a fun day. Yes, more fun is GE40. All right, so let's have a look at the news. Okay, we've got no news. So we've got a few PMIs scattered around: Spanish, Italian, German, French. But these are final numbers, so they're not expected to have too much impact according to Forex Factory. But with PMI, you know, if we've got a huge miss, morning Maron, morning Rule, George, how are you? If we've got a huge miss, which I really doubt it, because they've already given the PMI services and now the PMI, and now they're going to just make sure there's no amendments. So usually these are pretty on point. But you never know, surprises could happen. On financial juice, the same thing. These are considered pretty minimal impact. So not really expecting anything from these. So I'm going to almost consider it no news today. Just the usual expected rubbish that comes with when the media opens and what headlines that they push out. So we did have interest rates during the overnight in Australia. So that led to some craziness on Aussie, but we've already spoken about that at length. So what else is there? South Korea still making sure that they can't sell on the stock market. No short selling. Okay. Yeah, nothing really. Do we have... When's Powell? Is he speaking it's Thursday and Friday or Wednesday and Thursday? Must be Thursday. Oh, wait. What was I on? Oh, that was yesterday. I was going to say I feel like Groundhog Day. November 7.
Hey guys.
Hey mate, how are you?
Oh, it's wonderful.
So PMI here. What's going on here? See, November 7, PMI. And then November 7, there's no PMI, but on Forex Factory it was yesterday. Gosh, I'm tripping out. So strange. All right, so okay, today then. So when's Powell speaking? Is it tomorrow? Yeah, tomorrow, Wednesday and Thursday. So today we just have, yeah, nothing. A little bit of PPI. That's not till 10 o'clock. We'll be done by then. Cool. Alrighty. I'm not sure what's going on here with Forex Factory. Financial Juice. Seems like it's a day behind. I'll refresh it. Yeah, these PMIs were yesterday. Anyway, it doesn't matter. It's not my problem. All right, so yesterday we had pretty decent moves after the stream. Who capitalized? I put it in the chat, but it looked like the Discord was dead. So we had, we didn't get any of these buy moves, so price just continued to sell off, but we did get a lovely reaction that was well called in, where's my pen gone? from first touch of 15,150, which was 15,150 about here. This was about
Really quick,
15,150.
so better watch it.
Morning, Sarah. So we got the expected. Remember we were saying? Oh, gosh.
That
20.
Haley.
Little.
Oh, Lily.
20 to 30 pip reaction from 15,150, which was the, if we look over to the left, it was your London low on the previous London session. Over here. Price dipped into that area, and then you got your, I got it from around the 15,150. Got the 20 pips, closed out 90% of it. Price came back. This took the runner. Going from the very bottom. From the very bottom. Come on, man. Computer's pretty difficult right now with these streams. 25 pips. It's 25 pips, so yeah. That was the only little decent move. Then it just went sideways for the next little while. Gosh, so slow. Alright. Then we got the drop underneath. And I was looking for price to react from 15,130 to give us something like this. But it dropped too far. Too far. So it, hey Daniel. Hey Daniel. Two Daniels. Okay. 3 Daniels. Jeez. Alright. Then and then it just was never able to break structure. So prices dropped lower, dropped into this area underneath 15,130. Price pushed up, and then it was just more or less just keep on selling the low. Alright, so today, because this one here, this move here dipped too low. Oh, what's going on these over here? No voice, no audio, no sound. Why isn't there sound? Hey Marion. Morning, Deb. Can you guys hear me now?
Yeah, we could never not hear you, if that makes sense.
Oh, there was the other side. Somewhat on the YouTube.
Ah, okay.
Okay, so there is now. Okay, sorry about that. I don't know. My computer did seem to like just spaz out for a bit. I was struggling to like click on something. All right, I'll keep an eye on those comments. All right, so sound is 5 out of 5. Great, thank you. All right, so what I was hoping for was price to respect these lows yesterday, these areas over here, and then this one to, once it wicked down under 15,130, once my alert went off, I was really looking for like a decent reaction to for price to push up. Where was it? Yeah, it was this one. But we never got that. It just dipped too low, and on the lower time frames actually closed lower. So that's, once we closed significantly lower than all these rejection wicks, like in the lower time frames, the structure was to the downside. So what I was looking for, I was waiting for this area. If price could react from down here I was really keen for if New York was actually closing back above here, to then trade above 15,190. I think that would be a very nice, easy opportunity. So that's still very valid. But now, because we've got a new day, we're going to have plenty more opportunities to plan for. But eventually, you know, if we start having this bullish run resuming and we are closing above here, then we can, you know, I think trading into this zone is to retest these highs is very, very much on the cards. But this is a trade, this is an idea for another day. Now, because we did keep on pushing down, we've got to say the gravity and the volume is far to the downside. And what I'm targeting today is this clean candle. We've just got one little obstacle in the way, and I'm going to cover that now. So it really depends on how you visualize this area. So this is, we've got a clean candle, and normally what you've got with the clean candle, you can look for this clean candle to be filled. Then once price gets to the base of this candle, if we're either going to keep on going down, or as price reaches the base of this candle, we know there's a lot of liquidity that forces price up. Now, if we can get something like a rounding bottom or price to dip into this area, and then we start to see structure and a momentum start to shift, then we can start to see some more bullishness coming back in. But I don't think that if we drop down, it's not going to be like this V shape. You know, it's going to be it's going to take some time to build that idea. So you can like take little scalps inside of here, but I don't think they're going to be a real significant move until you've done a proper retest, grab liquidity, retest the liquidity wick, and then drive back up to the north side. So it's going to take a little time. So what I'm just looking for sells still. Target this one. Only thing though is over here to the left. I see this as the nut, so to speak, that you've got to break into. But when you look at this on, say, the 3-hour chart or 4-hour chart, you may have a different view on what this looks like, this box that I've drawn. Okay, maybe you think it looks like something like this. And if that's you and you see it like this is a better structure, then this is a very dangerous area for you to be looking to sell into, because you can reject off the top of this very easily. But the way that I see it, so I see it in two ways. I'm like, kind of is tricky, because on the 4-hour, you could even say this little order block is like this. But you do want to go to a lower time frame, investigate these wicks a little bit more. So say I go from 4-hour to 3-hour, then I'm trying to capture the most of the activity, so like the bodies and wicks. So then I'd be looking at something like this. In that case, then selling right here is very dangerous, because you can get rejections from this zone. If you go to the lower time frame, say like 2 hours, same deal, 1 hour, now it looks a little bit well, it still looks pretty clean, but where I had it before was on top of where I had it before was like here. Investigating this little bit, so a little resistance, little support, little retest at the top, closed underneath, and then we fell away. So yeah, it's we need to be careful. It's not straightforward as a clean candle just because you've got that order block over to the left. But you know, I would imagine, especially if this next 30-minute candle is closing, this one here, if this 30-minute candle is closing bearish, then I think we just follow this one down to the base of this candle. But just, you know, there are some little issues here. That makes sense? Where I would like to see price, what I'd potentially like to see is price not quite give it so easy and then come back up, retest this Asian 50%. I've got a no wick candle imbalance here, and then for us to see it rip down. That way I don't really want to take the breakout because of this zone, because like there's question marks whether this is the order block or the order block is slightly lower and looking something like this, I don't want to take a breakout sell into this area if I don't have to. I would love to see it do a liquidity grab and then break into it, and then have, like, say this hour candle, this current one, this one will close, the next one I'd actually quite like to see price give a candle kind of like yesterday that wicks up into this area and then down. That's kind of the candle I'm visualizing. What would be awful is if it just drops now pre London Open. The zone I have above that again is this little area. This looks quite interesting. Got all across here. So you've got all these wicks retesting here. Then you've got your London low. You've got your more or less your New York 50%. And you've got your Asian high here as well. Then it sweeps this liquidity. We've got a little doji at the top of this Asian high. We've got, I'm sure we're going to have a whole bunch of stuff at this area. And this was sort of that little zone I thought would be quite interesting yesterday. So let's see. These little purple areas. Oh, so the area I'm really targeting is this inside of here on the 10-minute chart or 20-minute chart. Which one do you want to have it? It's this candle. I really think this will be a definite touch. The base of this candle, which will give us a decent little breakout to the downside. Last thing. Oh, daily, on the daily chart. Okay, these little purple lines. Just look how many over here to the left. This is in like 2 and a bit years ago. Look how many rejection wicks there are inside of this area. So we know that this area is pretty sensitive. This whole area. So it was just an interest thing. I'm just going to see, like, maybe the daily candle wicks into it or so, but not really basing any trade ideas around those. I'm just mindful that there's plenty of daily wick lows and rejections and closing prices at this zone. Cool. All right, so I think we'll switch to all chart view now, and we've got 10 minutes before the open. If anyone wants to call out any of their own, what they see, because I do miss things.
Looks good to me. Looking at something really similar on GU.
Oh yeah.
Let's not look at it now, but I mean, yeah, the setup makes a lot of sense to me.
Nice one. What do you think about euro pound? Euro pound. Anytime I look at it, it's like when I need to, like, change money across.
So Hayden, I'm just looking at this area here as well. There's a no wick candle here.
Yep.
And that's this move here. The move down is what broke structure.
Oh yeah.
At here.
Yeah. Let's mark that up.
So I'm looking at that area. There's obviously there's a doji. There's a doji wick high here, but that whole area, just above the Asia low and just below the pre-London high, I'm looking at it as a potential reversal area. If there's a bit of price action.
Yeah, I mean, I like when it does create this little imbalance just pre the London session as well, because often this will be that little wick up. Taking this one actually makes a lot of sense as well, because it takes this high.
Yeah.
All right, we've got a few minutes, so let's check out your idea, Al. Gensler, EU, GU long, just personal bias. Is that what you're looking as well? Al?
No, I'm thinking potential shorts for a bit more of a news correction.
Mm-hmm.
Nice clean candles under there. If it can break through that M30 doji low you're seeing there.
Yeah.
This candle here, targeting.
Yeah.
What's it?
I got it at the London high yesterday, so I'm just trying to write it down.
Yeah, you got these
Taking
candles here.
advantage.
There's a lot of gravity up here. I think it would need to see structure start to change before, because we've got this move up on the 4-hour chart. I feel like the US dollar softened quite a lot. Price pushed back up into these lovely price points of interest over here. So we've taken the liquidity from above that, so that before we can go long, we need to create support. Let's never look at EU. How is EU? And what about Euro pound? Euro's been pretty strong lately. Been trending up for quite a bit. Bigger structures to the upside. Yeah, it's a real rush, and I don't really do much analysis on these things, so. But that's, hopefully everyone's created the plan. Create your plan, then trade it. That's the main thing. Okay, you got 5 minutes. This 30-minute candle looking like it's gonna close bearish, but we're seeing crazier things happen in this last 5 minutes. The Thursday, last Thursday, that was a pain. That move, where was it? Thursday. This one here. Because it gave all the indication, like it looks all the indication now of this candle going bullish with this, with the post FOMC. You know, why not go with it? And I was looking for that long, for it to just pull back like a few pips to go long. But this, watching this candle as well, this was like literally flat, and if not, just a tiny doji, with a tiny red body, with a minute and a half to go, and then it just popped up, and then it just, the first minute just zoomed up. So kind of crappy in the last couple of minutes how this closed. Marion for buy to sell. Yeah, that makes sense. Buy to sell. That'd make a lot of sense. So let's see if it can wick up into any of these guys. Into here, to here, or Jim's level. Create that top wick to do the liquidity grab, to then start pushing downtown, fill that candle to the left. Just keep in mind that order block, whether this zone is indeed there or there based on how you see it. If you see it as here as the lower one, then you want to really see something close inside of it. Grab liquidity with top wick, break its low, and then you'll have a clean move down. All right, don't forget to like the stream, guys. If you haven't not done so already, it helps get the word out.
That's just been retested and filled, Haydos.
Which has?
That the 15-minute. So we've closed below previous support. We've retested and filled all the orders
15 minute
from that to move down. Sorry, I'll get on the share your screen.
Oops. Sorry, mate. There we go. You're talking about these wicks connecting.
Yeah, I was looking at getting in up there, but I wasn't quick enough. That was the pullback I was looking for. I'm already in short, but I was looking at adding a position up there.
Mm-hmm. Okay, 2 minutes. Yeah.
Double bottom's making me nervous though.
Yeah. So I don't because Asian opened up here, had the little gap. We wicked up, grabbed a little bit of liquidity, closed lower, and then Euro just pushed down quite aggressively for the open. I feel like London might push down, come back up, grab liquidity from the top side, and then drop.
Well, it's been pretty efficient so far.
Yeah, it's left these ones though.
So,
Yeah, we've got a few that right there.
for
That 15-minute one's quite nice. As a no wick. That one there looks better. The only thing is it's kind of the Asian session. But it is like we do have that hour shift. So if it wasn't for daylight savings, that would fall in like what I would call Tokyo close.
I threw the fibs on for on the daily high down to the Euro low, or
Fibs.
this low here,
Fibs.
and this was all but a 50% pullback already.
Mm-hmm.
Only 30 seconds.
This is it. 5 seconds to go. Guns ready.
Yeah.
So I'm not looking to take the sell from the breakout sell. I'm looking for it to wick up first. 30-minute though. Closed lovely. Reference candle. So I just want to see this candle sort of wick up a bit. These are 3 little liquidity grabs so far. There we go. But now let it come back up. Because I don't want to take the breakout sell if I don't have to. So one of these levels I'm looking for it to go down from, because he is not risk reward for me, and this is too many question marks taking that breakout sell. So definitely buy to sell one of these options. 5 minutes just before left no wick as well. Oh, Tom, you're in the YouTube. Discord's not working for you? Not launching. Oh, strange. Okay, so we've taken the swept here. Still fighting. Come on, do a liquidity grab from the top side.
Come on, up you go.
Might have been it. I can't get in here though. Oh, that's a nice close. Yeah, that was a nice close.
Clean candy. Let's go.
Yeah, come on, drop for Glenn. Drop for Glenn, come on.
I need a good day.
Oh yeah? Yesterday's no good?
I'll show you the screenshot of yesterday later.
Okay.
It's depressing.
Oh yeah? Is that why you left early?
No. I was knackered. I've been with my dad all day today.
How can we know that the sweep of the Frankfurt session low is not the liquidity grab? Look into the left. Like if the sweep is followed by strong bullish displacement break in structure, why is the buyers still short? That's, well, you'd be looking for your different, like your targets, where you think price, if you've got structure breaks, then you're looking for it to do a higher liquidity grab. You got to take session bias from session to session. It's like, I'm not keen for these sells from down here. I want to see price pull back. German is giving you this indication that we're pushing down on the hour. You've got clean candles to the left. There was just a question mark about higher, like 1 hour and 4 hour, a little bit of disagreement. So this, you can either have this as a clean area to drop, or you can have it for an area that price could reject from. So this is a bloody tricky spot. But normally you just follow saying that this 30-minute candle here, London should follow it for at least 20 pips in the first 10-20 minutes. And it's kind of done that already. So this was the 20 pip push to the downside. Okay. But whether is going to be the low of the day, or is this going to, like, would price come and retest it? I would say that if you've got so much liquidity left behind, then we know you're going to have that pullback. So this move is only good for the first like 10 to 20 minutes. Otherwise, what you want to see is price pull back to a better point of interest. But if it like goes and just breaks all structure, like, you're not going to get into a trade like a cowboy, just enter. You're going to wait for like your confirmations. You're going to look for price to stall at an area, create like a resistance, and then it can come down and retest these lows again. So it's all depends on your entry mechanisms. But normally you would follow this candle. However, in saying that, when you get to these periods where like price was bullish all of last week, and then we got to a heavy resistance area, it can be really tricky then, because you've got so much short-term momentum, but you've got the higher time frame trend pushing down. So when you get to these junction points, you can get like a nice reaction from the top, but then price gets a bit choppy on the way down because the bulls and bears start to fight a little bit. All right, didn't quite get to my area. to look for these sells. This is retesting the euro 50% though. Carries a NASDAQ short. Hope it goes well.
Yeah, this was a 15-minute order block that was down the bottom here. There was a 15-minute order block that we've just hit the bottom of. That reaction came off of.
Yeah, it's a tricky zone. This bit over to the. It's not this clean candle. This clean candle tells you where you should be going, but then if you go to the left,
Yeah.
it really depends on how you read this. There we go. So it's come up to these nicer areas. Okay. This is Jim's zone, 15107. And then we've got the 15-minute area, 15115. So I'm looking for rejections from one of these, and then I'll jump in for these sells. Okay, Jim's levels not holding. Look for the 15-minute one now. See if we can start to pull some liquidity wicks. Yeah. I mean, if you're looking for longs with a sweep of this as well, then you know that's not a bad idea.
So this one is a daily area where the price got a reaction right now. So taking short in that area is difficult for me. Because we may just continue pushing, because this was a previous HCS, price broke that thing. Now this can act as a manipulation zone when price close above.
Yeah, tough area. Very, very tricky, because normally you would think clean candle, but because it was that how you draw the that zone daily. I didn't see that on the daily actually. So you're talking about this whole zone from this wick to this the open of this candle.
Yes.
Yeah.
But it's still not confirmed. Like we did not get any kind of higher time frame. Just hourly is now turning bullish. Otherwise, it's still not confirmed yet. So because the previous hourly closed like an insider candle, and now it took out the low, and now it's turning bullish, and we may just continue pushing upside from here.
Yeah, I'm not going to change my bias just yet, because I know that every time I do that, I miss out. So I'm still looking at this 15-minute candle. Because I still believe that last week is all about bad news being good news, and now this week is about bad news actually being bad news again. I reckon we can test 15060. So I just want to see if I can get a not going to take a cowboy trade, but I want to see a rejection and then price retest it and then drop.
First sell, I think the 3 minute is looking good now. I think at least 3 minute closing attempted FU now. And on 1 minute, it kind of previous 1 minute close like a
closes a doji. Jim's level sold in still.
maybe after taking that high, the price start moving downside.
Yeah. So it wicked up. It started breaking down. I was curious with AU, rates were higher, but it was suppressed the whole day. It got priced in, that was why. So it was widely expected the last that they were going to hike rates. So all of last week they priced that move in, and then when they actually hike, and then they expect everyone's going to, like, retail will start jumping in because rates being hiked means bullish for that currency, because that move was priced in already. Then as soon as the rates came in, there was no real movement from the actual hike so much. It was more about what the statement came in afterwards, and she was saying that she said that basically they think they're at terminal rate. So now the market's pricing in that they're finished cutting. Finished hiking, which led to the sell-off in Aussie. But she doesn't really have any, like, it's too early to say whether they've finished hiking. So, but the market had that as really dovish, and the actual hike was already priced in. So if she came out and said, we foresee like another 1 or 2 hikes, but will be data dependent, then market would have held price or potentially pushed up a little bit more. But generally, like, if you get, like, a rule of thumb, if you have, say, Bank of England, Bank of Japan, maybe not Bank of Japan so much, but the Fed, RBA, if the main banks in that country predict hikes, and you're a week and a half out from the interest rate, the move will happen a week and a half early. Yeah. It'll come down eventually, though. That was an overreaction for sure of that. What's it now? Because I saw it was at like 1.918. I was actually keen to sell it leading into the London Open. So 1.915. It dropped, I think, like 30-40 pips. This move will be faded out again at some stage. As soon as maybe not like this week, but at the next economic data, if it comes in and it's pretty hot for Aussie dollar, then we'll see this whole move faded out because rate hikes will come back on the table. But right now, Michelle Bullock, she took them off the table. So those two candles bounced off 50 EMA as a resistance. Those two candles, what time frame? 5 minute. That's what you're talking about, Simon?
Yeah. So
the 50 EMA.
Yeah, it was the 50 EMA. I think it was those.
EMA or SMA?
No, EMA. Oh no, maybe I've got SMA.
No, it's not SMA either. Oh wait, no, I'm on time frame 1 hour. Sorry, my bad. It was the 1 hour on the 5 minute. Yeah. Okay, this is the zone I'm keen on. This 15-minute area. So 15-minute imbalance. This was let's see if this one can hold. If it's not going to hold, I'm going to be annoyed about this this buy move being missed. So it's looking like this scenario was the one. So when I was saying at the start, it depended on how we seen this this area. This one. Whether this is the order block. Let me just replay. Okay. So it's looking like the higher time frame actually in this case did hold a lot better. Okay, this one down here. So if it was like this to this, okay, because that looks just as good. If that's the case, which it seems like it is now, then what happened is looking for reactions off of that zone. Would have been nice. Just really depend on how you drew this area. But that's all right. This is why, like, it's so important to have your entry, your style of how you enter and trade to sort of back up your zones. Your zones are good in terms of like identifying areas, but you do want to have a way of entering the market as well, so that you can avoid just getting impulsively trapped into something bad. Like that's why I have the 4 types of entries. If I really, really love the level, you've got the cowboy entry, which would just be enter blindly. Or you've got the anticipation entries, where you want to see a rejection first, and then as price is retesting it, then you're taking it, assuming that price is going to turn around again, and you've anticipated that price is just doing the retest. Or you've got the actual confirmation, where you've got the retest, and then you wait for the retest of the retest to be done, and then you wait for it to actually close below structure. That's your confirmation to keep on going. That would be like your shift, so to speak, your ICT shift in structure. But you lose risk reward, I find, in that. If you can anticipate the move, you're better off. But then, okay, now because I think that these buys, I think that now I've adjusted the level and that can see a case for these buys, there's still going to be, even if this is the reaction from that level, this wick is very likely to be retested. So because I've missed the buys, I'm not going to switch my buyers to now looking for buys, because then I'll get caught buying and price starts to retest. So what I'd rather wait for is, like, if price can continue moving up to an area that I think can have a reaction from, then I'm just going to have to switch my bias and say, well, maybe, I mean, not switch my bias, switch my style, and then say, I'm still going to look for the same sort of entry to get in, but the way I manage it now, I might just look for 20 pips or 30 pips because it'd be counter to the actual London volume. And then I'll just call it a day after that. Oh, you got your EU? Nice one, mate. Let's have a... How did it open? EU. What did GU do? GU's only moved 8 pips. EU's moved. Oh, jeez, man. EU's moved 7 pips. Okay. Alright, 15 minutes didn't hold either. Far out. Well, no entries. Well, we're only 20 minutes in. Got plenty of time. Okay, so what do we move? 60 pips from the low to where we're at. I ain't looking for 10 pips, okay. No wick on this 1 hour MM, saying on the 1 hour. Was that maybe you said that a little while ago? Sell zone 142. Yeah, I think so. Because this was the London low, then NY 50%, in your Asian high. So I would love to see it sweep the Asian high, react from this area, and then look for that counter to this volume, for sure. I think that's sound, Meron. Sound idea. Let me just double check any headlines. I mean, look at all this bad news. Industrial production, minus 3.86%. Month on month, minus 1.4%. Bad news is good news. Good news for the stock market, because bad news is like Finnish hikes, Finnish interest rate rises. Okay, just so I'm clear with everyone, I'm not switching my bias.
That's retested the daily open.
We've got a no wick here as well on the 3 minutes. It's like a little liquidity candle on the 5 minute. It's just an Asian session candle, so the Asian session is a little bit unreliable. I think time to get rid of this red zone. It's been there for a long time. Now it's starting to drift through it quite easily. One hour doji. Where's the 1 hour? Oh, yep. That's more or less, that's the same area, Daniel. Hi Rob, how are you? Where are you traveling now, mate? Have you finished Rome? What are your thoughts on the BRICS currency? Geez, it's got huge potential, but you've got a bunch of countries that can't seem to get along with anyone, and you want them to work together. So, but the idea of it is a good idea. You're in Sorrento and Amalfi. Oh, beautiful. Enjoy that. Tom's got astrology here. A little evening star. All right, so yeah, if we can, I was kind of thinking that if we could just create a resistance, and if it starts breaking the low, there might be an impulsive opportunity here. I think that I'd like to see this candle retested now. I'd actually like to see it sort of do this, and then create a support, and then close underneath it, and then we can sell down to, like, say at least this area. Yeah, I was looking for sells, Rob. Thing is, I did have doubts about this blue zone, about exactly where I had drawn it, because I had it was 45-minute order block, but then if you look at it on the 3 hour, then you need to redraw it slightly, and redrawing it slightly means we've got no close inside of it, so we just pull liquidity from it. So I was pretty careful about not wanting to take sells into the zone because I just had that doubt about how I'm drawing this order block based on the different, because I had conflict in the time frames. So for me to take any sort of sells, I'd need it to pull back to a price point of interest to give me better risk reward, but then also wait for candle to give me confirmation of something holding. We just didn't get any of that. It just kept on making higher lows, so there was nothing to do here for me. And remember I was saying, like, that hour candle, it would have been nice if we can get something that did look like this. Maybe not so much of a higher wick. But I think these sells are going to come in. I can't enter though on the prop because I'm too freaking scared of getting bad entry plus paying 3 pips. That taking sells is gonna have to drop so much before I can get in. These sales are going to be clutch now. Yeah, beautiful. Did anyone take advantage of that?
No.
You could hate it.
I wanted it to retest here, and by the time it was going down, I can't do it on the prop account.
Because I was thinking might be the same case of yesterday. I saw it, but as soon as I saw this candle right here making an imbalance, this is an attempt that if you taking out that liquidity from the left, but I was like, what if we go a little bit to the downside and then go again? Or that hunting that liquidity before heading down to the...
Yeah, exactly what I was looking for. But then I had actually I was thinking Mo's looking at this and thinking like that would just be a Kerwin entry, resistance, looked up, break the low. I was thinking that's going to be your entry right now. I was like, shit, because that candle, if I want to be true to my system, then I don't really want to enter when I see a candle like that if price is already here, because usually you can get that better entry, can't you?
Yeah.
Or wait for it to do the retest it and then break it low again, and then you can go, because you've got a rejection plus a retest, and then you've got price pushing down again. But that was the zone that I really wanted to target.
Yeah, let's hope that we can get the pullback right now especially after taking that doji. See?
Yeah. Yeah, you can't go for the breakouts.
Yeah.
Like those V-shaped breakouts, or upside down V, just so freaking dangerous if you get like a poor entry.
Better to do it at gold and NYC, not the German and London.
Yeah, I mean, German's more efficient, I think, than gold. Gold's a bit of a psychopath. Okay, come back up. Got to be careful though, because that was, if price had done this and we hadn't actually bounced off of this zone, then we can say we've got more room to the downside. But this literally could just be wicked up, rejection, now wick fill. So I want to see it reject off of here and then start to push down again. Oh, you got 20p? 20 pips, Daniel? Nice one. Tom, you took that as well? That's the one you called. Yeah, that was worth it. It just didn't quite give me my entry without deviating from my system. Okay. Let's see if this wick is going to hold. That was a pretty efficient move down to clean up all this liquidity. It will dump after this. You're still in shorts at the top. It was too small, wasn't worth blinking at. Yeah. Alright, let's see if it can slow down at this zone again. Yeah, I mean, if it keeps on doing this, then I'll prefer to put a lot more risk on a higher quality area rather than trying to trade what the price action is throwing at me right now. Because I don't really have these as none of these areas, like this, even this one here, this wasn't as a point of interest or a zone of interest that I would have deemed something I would pick out before all this price action. And I find when I'm going searching hard for points of interest or trying to find areas where it's going to slow down, I find that they can be good for short scalps, but they don't really give me a whole bunch of confidence to really want to go hard at. Not unlike if I see say I see price continue pushing up and we keep on driving higher and higher and higher, and say we get to like 15,180, and I see that if we just went up in a straight line and now we're targeting New York high and London session has already moved from here to like A to B, which has been 130 pips, then I can say this is a high quality zone to look for a reaction from. Does that make sense? Because I've got confluence there. I've got a New York high, which is a higher quality volume session to create rejections. I've got London completing its daily, its average range as well. So this to me is a high quality area. So if I really just want to have one trade today, and I missed this little opportunity because I wanted to see it go down, create them balance, take them balance, and then push down. If price is now coming back up after rejecting this area, which would have been the target, now I don't want to take this one because the objective's already been done. But now if we can push up and we can actually extend this London range, then I can look for a reversal from here. Because this, for anyone that's going to watch later on, just see what price does if you get like a 20 pip reaction from this NY high, or even from, let's call it, anywhere in the side of this wick, preferably the NY high, but you'll probably get most likely a 20 pip reaction from 15,170 back down to 15,150. That would be a high quality trade, as in like you've got a lot of things going for that one. Especially if London can push up and you don't quite get it before New York starts, and then at New York with New York volume, we just push straight up, sweep that high. New York will have a little pullback before they decide what they do next.
Hayden?
Yep.
3 minute created resistance, 1 minute created resistance.
Yeah.
Is it looking interesting for you right now, or not really?
I'm considering taking it on my personal account because I don't like it for a prop account. I just don't like this move. To me, it gives me too many question marks. That this was a big push up, come back 50%, and then came back up again. This is the thing that I've got issues with. And I know that when I'm trading in such a small range, like this area to here, this is only 20 pips. And I'm paying 3.2 pips plus commission on the prop account. Personal account, the broker's is less than 1 and no commission. Because I pay 3 pips up here, I pay 3 pips down here. Did you take it?
Yeah.
Cool. Okay, no, 1 hour current candle. Also clear the previous candle liquidity. So that's also confirmation of buy. Nah, no, not yet. Cause I'm bearish on the move to go down. It's just I don't think it's going to give it that easy. I'm not going to switch to looking for buys at all. Because this candle could close as a range candle. Domo Mo, there is commission on the prop account. There is, yeah. Yeah, I was surprised because normally you never pay commission. Yeah, I mean my personal is not. Most indices don't pay commission. It's just the way they've got it set up. I'm not sure if it's a prop account. Maybe it's the broker they're using. They're using 8cap. I'm gonna get a coffee while it's stuck in this area. I can't do nothing here. Let's see. I'll be back in 5 minutes.
I am not Mo. I didn't even notice. Until I was halfway through my bucket. I didn't notice my show was filthy until halfway through my bucket. Okay. Thank you. This is what I put in one.
It must be the prop firm. You got no commission on DAX with 8 cap account. Yeah, I think it's the prop account putting that on it. It's a bit cheeky, isn't it? When you think about it.
Yeah, your coffee breaks are amazing, Hayden. As
It
soon as
always
you go
moves.
into coffee break,
Yeah, it's always this
starts to
time.
move.
8:40. All right, let's go. Come on. Done the liquidity grab now. It's 30 minutes flipping bearish. You can drop now. Just drop and take out these lows. And if this hour can flip bearish, then we've got this lovely hour candle to look for it to drop all the way down to 15,020. I think your entry is good, Mo. Prime entry.
Yeah, I'm already out to be honest. My target was that imbalance on the 1 minute. There was an imbalance there, so I took everything out just to be super sure of the entry. Yeah, somewhere around there. Yeah.
Yeah, okay. So look at this 3 minutes. This is the thing that quite happens a lot, is has it tested the open? And when you look at to see if it tested, it's the close of the previous candle. Can't quite get it. Or the close of a candle is more reliable than the open price. So if you get an open with no top wick, just make sure there's no gap. Go with the close of the previous candle, because then you can say that the imbalance has been filled.
Oh, that's all right. What, phone call?
No, I don't know.
Oh, bloody hell.
That's actually get that just a touch, isn't it?
Yeah, so it's a perfect retest of that no wick candle.
Yeah.
It's just a no wick candle. It's really the difference here. But I'm expecting this, if we can break underneath this wick, then I think this is going to be a nice little sell down to the low, and then we've just done an hour liquidity grab, and this hour candle, we can start to fade this candle out and say this is just a fake out candle, and hold that selling bias. Just need something to close under here now. Oh, thanks, Mo. just stuck in this little range, huh? Remember what it did yesterday? It was just bouncing between imbalance to imbalance. So started with imbalance. This move, we've got like a little bit of gap in price. Price pushed up, imbalance, came down, filled this one, came back up, filled this one. Came down, came up to fill this one. See if it can come down to fill this one. You think the building shorts before taking out Asia and New York highs? Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. The hour candle was threatening to flip bearish. Now it's looking strong bullish again. Let's see. Got 10 minutes for this one to close. All right, well, I'm going to continue on my channel for the next little bit. So you can search for that. I'm going to close this one because my computer's just getting a bit hot. But you can search for, on Trading Nut stream, you can search for Haydos FX on YouTube. Name's just written on the screen. Okay, I'm going to continue over on there. And close this one down. All right, so I'll see you there. Yeah, sure, Tom. I'll send you the link. Okay.
I'm doing that right now.
Oh, you're welcome, Daniel. Yeah, I'm still going to keep and go for a little bit. I was just closing another stream across. All right, where is this one? Where's Tom's email?
What's up, Emma?
And my people, after we'll look at the rest of the session, rest of the trades for like New York high, etc. Okay. Okay, Tom, that it's on its way to you. Fall into this like holding pattern here.
Fringe.
Howdy all.
Hey Tom.
Thanks, Hayden.
Yeah, mate. What's going on in the Discord? Your son?
I don't
they
know.
killed it.
Click on it, just won't launch. So. I've been working my computer overtime, so I think maybe it's got some bugs or something. I don't know.
Ah, fair enough. Fair enough. All right, so nice little move that you got. Okay, now I'm still targeting this candle for today. And I was just expecting with this drop, I was expecting us to do like a bit of a liquidity grab, but I don't want want to flip to bullish yet. I will have areas, and I'll discuss that later on with you guys, where I will start looking for some bullishness. But I want to see, just want to see what this candle's going to do first, because we are like, that was your ultimate TP, it's H4 structure. Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah, because I had to change this now and just say, look, the other order block using the top here definitely was not the one. So the higher time frame one now, clear on the 2, 3, and 4 hour. This is the order block. So this is just a retest at the moment off the top of it. As soon as we can close inside of it, then the easy trade is down to the base of this candle. So that's what I'm kind of going for today's target. I think we can do that today. If we can keep moving up a little more, nice doji liquidity just above the Asian high, 15. This area here, 15,145 on H2 and H4. Oh yeah. Yeah, I'd like to see. Could it do that? Yeah, I wasn't sure if we're going to go down and then go up, or are we going up to grab this liquidity to then hunt it for New York. So on the H2, is it? The 2 hour. So we've got plenty of, the good thing here is you've got plenty of rejection wicks across there. So that is a nice little area, isn't it? On the 4 hour, that looks like, if we extend that across, it's also a lovely little area of support. Rejected price, closed above it, support. Now we're back underneath it, so maybe it's going to be resistance. All right. I'll put an alert to see what price is going to do at this level. So an idea, I'll give a free one out, that if we can close above, this is where I kind of was looking, that if we can close above that for New York, and then we can actually hold above it, grabbing liquidity, then trading from above 150 up again, then I'd say we're going to retest this zone. So this is the kind of like line in the sand, but price can easily just go down, come up, hold a resistance, and then start retesting these lows. So I want to see price do a second break of this 150, and that second break, then we're looking to retest these highs. At least to 15,180. Look at this 4 hour candle now. Catch it, Al. Yeah, what do you guys think? You got any ideas? What are you looking for? At the moment, price action's it's stuck in this little range. Catch you, George. Yeah, no man's land. Anyone? Anyone give ideas?
For me, so I'm bullish on the German 40. So this become liquidity for me. So I'm looking for this kind of thing. After hourly close. Hourly gonna close in 2 minutes. So hourly closing of the candle. So expecting new hourly or even in NY session, we may come back to the downside and then probably we will start moving to the upside again. So if we create HCS here on hourly, that's even much better confirmation that we want to continue pushing upside. A single candle, I mean, at least that candle closed like a F candle, but I need like another candle, hourly candle closing somewhere here, and then in the next hourly coming back to the downside, retest here, so we can continue pushing upside afterward.
Yeah, that's a sound idea. Because if Bill was saying like there is lovely liquidity up here at this 15,145. So even if this candle doesn't push up there now, say you get like a candle that closes like a little doji or whatever candle, something sweeping these lows into like this wick area and targeting from this liquidity point up to this liquidity point, because that would give you a 50 pip move. So our candle's just come to a close now. So close is a strong bullish candle. So we're rejecting off of this area. So if this candle flipped and it was actually, or say this candle was closed inside of here, this would have been a range. But now this one here is suggestive of heavy bullish momentum, pulling liquidity from this zone. Let's see if price can just push back. So let's put some of these ideas up in the chat. YouTube guys, I'm gonna end the stream. So 9 o'clock. Price wasn't the nicest little hour and a half open. We had one little buy from up here, impulsively with the London Open, but you would have had to draw on this order block correctly. Then price created the resistance, created the imbalance, missed those sells, came back up, retested these low. So there was a little 20 pip move inside of here. Then the rest of it, I think, was pretty trash price action, to be honest. So we'll come back. We'll fight to survive another day. So I'll see you tomorrow, YouTube. Zoom people, stay on. We'll put the ideas up, and then we'll let you go about your day. Okay. Take care, guys. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you haven't done so already. Appreciate you guys, and I'll see you later on.